Well, good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody at home. Welcome along to our watch along stream for the semi-final, a third session against John Higgins and Shaun Murphy. Really looking forward to it. We are going to get into things a little bit later on. Obviously, the session has been delayed because of that mammoth 1 hour 45-minute frame between Mark Allen and Wu Yize. That has even caused Tom to be slightly delayed eating his tea. So we are here. I am live. I'm going to start off this session. We are going to be watching along. I'm going to be watching on the BBC iPlayer stream. So if you guys want to sort of sync up, and then myself and Tom are going to be commentating on the action throughout tonight's session. Of course, 8 frames apiece between Shaun Murphy and John Higgins. Good evening to people in the chat. I believe I'm hearing that the players are going to be walking on at about 20 past 7. So we've got, about 5 minutes until the action kicks off. Obviously, just a disclaimer, we will not be streaming the actual snooker on this channel. That would be a huge copyright infringement and probably get the channel banned. So we are going to be sort of commentating over it, but you will have to have your own stream up if you want to sort of watch along. But lovely to see people in the chat. We've got Soccer Legend in their big session ahead. I think I definitely agree with that. It's moving session is what I like to call it in the Snooker 19 series. Whoever wins this session taking a lead into that final, possible 9 frames tomorrow afternoon. That is going to be huge. Lots of people are backing John in the chat. We've got Jonathan Ward saying, bet Tom and Joe need to lie down after watching that last frame. Yeah, absolutely. It was a crazy last frame of the session. And that's just kind of the player that Mark Allen has become over the last few years, sadly. But hopefully things will improve. Evening Hazel to Jim Speak there. Evening Hazel to Project Borough, Matt, of course. Evening Rishi. Evening Vicky. And Toby in there. How's that one? Wrong sport, Toby. Wrong sport. There's always a gap. Indeed, we're certainly going to be bringing a lot of those in there. I'm hoping that the scoreboard will work down below as well with Shaun Murphy and John Higgins. I've sort of took that off the WST website, and fingers crossed that will sort of update as we're going along. Hello to Odyssey, and hello to Dan Darts. Marcel's fault that. Yeah, I can sort of go along with that. It was an interesting situation. It's one where you don't really want to get involved as a referee, I'm sure, and given that sort of controversial opinion of you get 3 more shots, and otherwise we'll have to have a re-rack. And obviously that was going to massively disadvantage Mark Allen. I guess it did in the end because he ended up losing the frame. However, if Mark Allen had, took the re-rack, he would have had an equal chance of winning the frame. He sort of disadvantaged himself by not doing that. But yeah, it's going to be an amazing night. There's going to be some surprises along there as well. You will be excited to know I have got the World Snooker Tour quiz book along with me for a potential quiz wakeling later on. We will have to see how it goes. I mean, if we have 4 frames like we've just had with Wu Yize and Mark Allen, that probably won't be happening. But yeah, let's see what's going on. It looks like the players are about to come out. You can see Smurfy there. Smurf 360 adjusting his bow tie. And as I say, we will be commentating on the action as soon as that starts, but we're not going to be streaming the action, just to make that clear. Could be interesting. Enjoy tonight, both of you. Love the pod. Thank you very much, John. Yes, a bit like Saturday at the golf. Definitely moving day, Toby. We've got Mark Gaiman in here now. I don't think it's been as good as Neil and Shaun's semi, despite a few years back. They did have a pretty good semi by the sounds of it. Yes, Matt, indeed. Getting your quotes in there for Snooker Extra later on. Do you think the audio's all good? By the way, do let me know. Obviously, I usually edit it in post, so if it's a little bit loud, I can turn it down. Joe, do you think Marcel was pressured to make the call from above? Yeah, definitely. We saw Rob Spencer come in, who's, of course, refereeing the final. He came in, had a word with Marcel. I think he was pressured from above. Obviously, they had 950 people waiting outside the Crucible ready to come into the next session. So they needed to get that sorted out, didn't they? Yeah, I see it from all sides. I think, obviously, if it was the evening session and there was no session coming after it, I don't think that decision would have been made, and it could have went on for over 2 hours. But the black was going to go in eventually anyway, I think. I love how Rob Walker pumps up the crowd. Definitely. He's a absolutely amazing MC. I won't have a bad word said against him. Well, it looks like the magician's coming down the stairs now. There he is. Are we going to see a Smurf 360 as he comes down? That's the big question. Oh, Smurf. Oh, sort of a Smurf 90. Oh, there we go. Smurf 360. Oh, that is brilliant. Shakes hands with a fabulous ref there, Tatiana Wollaston. So I'm going to pop out this chat so I can see it alongside the snooker action. And fingers crossed, it will all be good. We got the Wizard of Wishaw there, ready to come down. Let's see if I can do some jiggery pokery here. Yeah, that might work. Okay. Just check everything's okay with the stream. And as I say, once Tom is in, he will also be commentating on the action. We can't hear Disco Inferno. Well, indeed, you can't hear it. Very good. Tom looks more animated than he does, doesn't he? He actually does. Yeah. I do agree they should have made the call a lot sooner. It became a bit comical in the end. Steve Davis was fuming, bad advert for the game. Yeah. He said that they needed to do something to sort it out. And it sounds like Dennis is in the commentary box. Good evening, Seema. Good evening, everybody at home. But glad that we got the Smurf 360 in there. Oh, hello, Tom. Lovely to hear from you. Sorry to hear that you've been a bit down recently. Good evening, Seema. Yeah, the stairs do worry me. They certainly do. But Shaun Murphy is going to break off in frame 17 of this match. Possible 33. We are at the halfway point. And who is going to take the advantage going into tomorrow? Or are we going to be locked at 12 frames apiece? Wow. Kyron Wilson on comms. Well, it's a good job that you've got me and Tom to soothe those ears. Not the same without Virgo. Totally agree. Totally agree. There's Shaun Murphy's quite attacking break off. He's picking the third red on the triangle, trying to open them up and basically just be a bit more aggressive, put a bit more pressure on his opponent. And what I really like is that cue ball is swinging round back behind the yellow. So, yeah. Possible long red for John here. His long potting has been pretty good throughout this tournament and actually this season in general. So let's see if he fancies taking this one on. Is that Vicky up there? Let's see if he can knock this long red in. Oh, that was a bit wild from John Higgins, and where they're going to end up. Is the yellow going to come to his rescue? I don't think so. So I think he can snick that red in to the left corner. Let's come around and have a little look at that black spot area as well. He'd love to get rid of that red on the black spot and get onto that black. There is the red along the top cushion waiting for him, you know, thinking 4 or 5 shots ahead there. But, yeah, there's the opening pot of this evening session. And he looks absolutely inch perfect on this blue. Is he going to go into the reds immediately? It would be pretty risky. But he could get onto that red that I mentioned. You know, just come down the left-hand side of the pack. Get high on that red so he can just stun onto the black on the top cushion. That's probably what I'd be playing. But equally, I'm not a professional snooker player. Okay, he's gone the other way around. But same shot. Same shot. What a pot. Oh, Tom Lewis wants a Higgins and Allen final. But there you go. He's straight onto the black that I mentioned. And he can just bring this back a couple of inches. Hopefully be on that red down the cushion. Into that bottom left corner. So here we go. Yeah, black safely in. He's left himself a lovely little angle here. Just drop this red in. Needs to be careful. Need to respect these. And leave himself a half ball black and potentially a cannon into those reds. Good chance, this. Yeah, nicely played. I think he's on that red just above the black. Yeah, he's going to have to just work this one out. He might have a red to the right middle here, like, and just knock in and follow through to the blue. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's going for. It must be quite tight, though. Let's have a little look. No, that looks okay. Yeah, good pot. Where's the cue ball? It's okay, but he's slightly wrong side of the blue, so just ran away from him a little bit, the cue ball. Now then. Ooh, it sounds like we may have a Tom joining us as Shaun Murphy screws around. That's probably going to be end of break unless he fancies a red through the gap. Is there a gap? Well, we'll have to find out. So, Tom, joining the stream now. Let's have a little listen. Here he is. Good evening, Hazel.
And everybody at home, it's nice to be here. Just like all the great commentators, I've been delayed by being let out late of work and then my takeaway taking too long.
Well, there you go. I mean, what an excuse. What an excuse, Tom. How are you doing?
Good. It's very good to be here commentating on the Oceans Fish and Chips World Championship, which I'm going to call it tonight. Very good fish and chips. I can't recommend them highly enough. And I wasn't the only one delayed, of course. We had the mammoth record-breaking frame earlier. And well, do we think this will go a similar distance here, Joe? I don't believe so.
Yeah, it's well, it was an hour and 45 minutes, wasn't it? That frame. It's yeah, it was quite crazy in the end. What happened there? So yeah, I mean, we'll hopefully never see the likes of that again. I was saying if we had 4 frames like that tonight before the mid-session interval, we may well die a death on stream. But yeah, Shaun Murphy's made a nice little start here. A couple of good pots. He's
done very well. We've got
the minute.
Soccer Legendino saying that's careless, Tom. So thanks very much. Appreciate that.
But yeah,
you rush back. What do you rush back for people to heckle you? Unbelievable.
Yeah, but we've got a few characters in there tonight. We've got Tom Lewis. We haven't seen him for a while, so great to see him. Toby's joined us. We've got Matt from Middlesbrough. in the chat as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a good evening.
Yeah,
Hazel.
Hazel. Good evening, Hazel. Good evening. I was watching it briefly. I caught it on Eurosport before it started, and one of the TV broadcasts was too loud. And all I heard David Hendon say was, "Oh, it's not me and Joe. We did hear Dennis Taylor's voice, so Dennis is causing all sorts of trouble."
Well, you would expect that, wouldn't you? You would expect that of good old Den.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murph, I don't know where you're up to with your stream, Tom. I don't know if you're on the BBC iPlayer stream, are you?
I'm at the moment it's on my TV. Murphy's on 54.
Oh, well, I'm on 53, so I'm slightly behind.
I am in the future. What can I say? I'm ahead of my time. That's all I'm saying, guys. Literally.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Joe? I predict he'll go to 54. That's what I think.
Tom's going to just be spoiling it all night now, aren't you?
No, I'll get it up. I'll get it up on iPlayer as well, because then we'll be relatively in sync, won't we?
Yeah, I think that's what people in the chat have done as well, and quite a few people have said they've muted the comms because Kyron's in the box tonight, which I felt was harsh on Kyron. He's a big step up from Lee Walker, I think, but we will see. And there's a lovely little shot of the Crucible, seeing the one table set up. Looking forward to being there in less than 48 hours now, Tom.
Whereabouts will you be sat? Whereabouts in this arena, Joe?
So pretty much where that camera is, that's zooming in on Murphy from that side. So I'll be sat on the right-hand side as the TV looks. Probably one of the first times I've watched snooker from a side-on angle. Pretty much every time I've done it, it's been sort of from the bulk end. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing that.
There we go. That's a good blue by Shaun there. Congratulations, Shaun. We're proud of you.
Yeah, good pot on the red there, and he's left himself a pink. He's only a couple of reds away from securing this first frame. Pink and one more red needed.
Have you done your prediction, Joe, for this? Who do you think is going to win this?
Oh, I think Shaun Murphy will win. Oh, he's missed the pink. Well, would you believe it?
Can you catch your breath?
Can you get your breath, Hazel? And yeah, that pink, it was a comfortable one to the middle. And what has been the Achilles heel of Shaun Murphy's career has caught him out here. He's 60 points ahead, 67 on. But the best player in the world at comebacks is at the table right now.
And if there's one player you don't want to give this chance to, it, of course, is Mr. Higgins here. So,
yeah, a classic Higgins dish up here, I think. And this would really hurt Shaun Murphy because, I mean, it's been a bit of a topsy-turvy match, this one, but Shaun missed a trick yesterday, perhaps.
Well, let us know in the chat. Do you think Higgins will clear up from here? We could all predict and guess.
Can I add a poll in?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Can I add a poll into the chat? I don't know how you do that. Oh, well, John's missed the black off the spot, so no need to do that.
God, John ruined it just to ruin us. For God's sake, John, we're going to do some interactivity
down now, please. Well, that's unbelievable. And, well, that's a big let-off for Shaun, and there'll be a mightily relieved Shaun Murphy who steps up now. Just this red needed to secure this opening frame. And, well, how crucial could that be in this semi-final? Early days, of course.
I think most listeners would have betted on John to clear up, knowing his record from.
I know. I should have collected the bets, shouldn't I, before all of that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he would have done well. But,
and I think what we'll do in general is, certainly when Shaun's clearing up, that's when we'll take time to sort of answer comments and things. If people have got questions, obviously we'll point them out during the frames as well. But Joe jinxed it mentioning the poll. Absolutely soccer. But Shaun Murphy's looked pretty good other than that missed pink. But we've had a question from FPL Pubcast. saying, will you ever do a Snooker 19 World Championship tournament again between real people, which you commentated on like you did over COVID? That was excellent. Well, the original Snooker 19 tournament, that was arranged by WST. So myself and Tom were involved in that, a few other people as well. And then we sort of took it upon ourselves to sort of commentate on those matches elsewhere, because there was no commentary on the matches they put on the World Snooker Channel. But then the next year, that event, I put that on, the Community World Championship. We had 32 players in that tournament. And we sort of made it a big production, didn't we? We had a number of different commentators getting involved on it. It was a great tournament. It was a hell of a lot of work, though. So I can't see that happening. But I will say, if there is a snooker game that comes out in the near future, I'm sure we will do it and put that on for the new snooker game whenever that is.
Well, it would be nice if there is a new snooker game for there to be an inbuilt tournament mode where you actually can put that into the game, so you don't have to do it. Because what we had to do was literally play one frame at a time and basically keep the records. But what would be nice, I believe WSC 11 had an inbuilt tournament mode where you could do something like that with 8 players, and there would be a bracket and stuff like that. So it'd be nice if we get that eventually. But I can't see us doing it on Snooker 19 simply because Snooker 19 is 7 years old, and so I don't think people will watch it.
Yeah, exactly. The viewership wasn't fantastic in 2021, and a lot of work went into it behind the scenes. Getting Ripstone involved for prizes and things as well. But never say never. It could well happen. Shaun Murphy's mopped these up quite nicely. Are you guys going to do the alternative version of Wallop you talked about the other day? Yes, we will do that on the pod. That will be a future Cue the Music. We've got plenty of them at the moment. We absolutely will do that. Just play Shooter's Pool. No, we like licensed snooker games. We like to see Big Hig on the table.
It's all about Big Hig and the magician and his little face there. Look at him.
I know. Well, Tom, did you watch the walkouts?
I did, yes.
You did the Smurf 360. Did you see it?
Did anyone shout out Smurf 360?
They did. We all did. We were in unison. The Smurf 360 was there. Dan Dart says, bring back Mike Hallett now. I don't know whether that's a criticism of our commentary or just that he likes Mike Hallett. It could well be a bit of both. Let's be honest, Tom.
Well, does he wish Mike Hallett was playing in this semi-final, possibly?
Well, yeah, let's get him on the phone, everybody. Let's see if we can get him in. I don't know if you saw the news today. Mark Williams has withdrawn from the seniors World Championship. He's been replaced by 00147 himself, Nigel Bond.
Oh, is he? I mean, I don't blame any of the Crucible players for withdrawing. Like, I'll be amazed if they all do turn up, especially if any of them did well in the World Championship. You don't want to... Can you imagine winning the World Championship then having to play in the seniors? It would just feel a bit embarrassing, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'll feel embarrassing anyway. I know they're trying to make it into a bigger event, but it's not prestigious. It's not got that anything about it. Like, you go from being on BBC Two to being on Channel 5, and it's not the same, is it?
Well, exactly. That's the thing, isn't it? It's never going to be the same. But for somebody like Ronnie, he'll be getting a nice little appearance fee. He'll be delighted, I'm sure, about that. But yeah, where's Mark Williams? I think he'll care a little bit less about that.
Well, he's probably not getting the same appearance fee, let's be honest.
True. Very true.
Now, Murphy's got a few reds he can go out here. I've noticed this championship, a lot of time, the reds are being left, which did, of course, lead to Mark Williams' special break that people didn't like.
Yeah. You mean Shaun Murphy's break?
No. When I mean when Mark Williams used to roll it behind them.
Oh, yeah. Or what the negative break? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really interesting. I mean, Shaun Murphy.
Look at this stat: attempts conceded from the break, 7 from 9 breaks. That's fascinating. That proves exactly what I was saying. There seems to be so many chances given from the break.
Yeah, it's. I think Shaun Murphy started this more attacking break off in the Tour Championship, and we were talking about it a little bit before you hopped on. I quite like it. I think it's good to sort of mix it up a bit, if I'm honest. And he keeps getting the white behind the yellow as well, which I think is exactly where he wants it. So I'm trying to sort out the little scoreboard that I had and see if that can work. So you might want to
9. Is that
take
helpful?
over. That's not helpful at all, Tom.
John Higgins 8. Shaun Murphy 9. And it's 0-0 at the moment. No one scored. There's roughly 15 reds on the table. I've not counted, but I presume that's the right number.
Roughly.
And John is chalking his cue here. And, well, it's always good to see him chalk his cue. You know, it's nice to see it. I think we all enjoy it, don't we? Joe, you know, when he chalks the cue.
We enjoy a bit of chalking, don't we? Let's be honest. Right, I've put the scoreboard on. We'll see if that.
That camera angle made me think he was going to go for the pot, and he didn't go for the pot. I feel cheated.
Well, Shaun's certainly got a pot here into the either corner pocket. He'll probably go for the one into the left corner. And now he comes
Joe,
over
have you heard what they're saying about the pockets?
Well, I tell you what, Hazel, these pockets are tight.
Exactly. They're saying that every day, so
yeah,
not easy shot.
Especially Dennis. He seems to be saying it all the time. Yeah, good pot from Shaun. He went for the other one into the right corner. And this is a decent chance, you know. I mean, there's a few reds round about the black.
Proceed with caution. Let's see what he does. Has Shaun always had the same haircut? That's a question.
Well, it's funny you should say that. I have seen a few clips of him recently with his hair very different to what he has at the minute. Sort of more like a comb over, that like sort of thing, rather than it's sort of like wavy like it is now. He's got great hair, as Shaun Murphy, I think. You know, for a man of his age, it could well be going, couldn't it?
Well, clearly he's doing something right, Joe. I'd like to know his secret behind those luscious locks. Perhaps we'd ask him if we interview him after the match.
Yeah, those luscious locks, Hazel. Well, Hazel sounded very, very annoyed by the length of the frame with Mark Allen and Wu Yuza, and she was like, "I'm going for a lie down," and it was. She didn't even say whether the next session was going to be delayed or anything like that.
I mean, I reckon a lot of people were fed up by that frame. It especially in a semi-final, it's not the best kind of snooker to have on TV, is it? Really?
Absolutely.
But
that's why billiards didn't take on at the end of the day.
But is that more down to the referee? Should the referee have stepped in earlier?
Well, we did talk about it. And I said, I think if it was the last session of the day, I'm not sure it would have got stopped at all. I think it would have just kept going. I think the only reason they sort of stepped in was because they had 950 people waiting in Tudor Square, ready to come in. So, yeah. Little bout of safety here. Shaun obviously missed that red into the left middle.
Wow, this frame has to go on for another 1 minute and 3 minutes, something like that. 1 minute, 1 hour 43 or something, and it'll be a new record.
I was going to say, Tom, it's not been that long. I know the first frame was fast, but it's not 1 minute 43 seconds until the record. That would be pretty impressive. But yeah, we've got Matt saying the big wand. You know, the wizard is waving his big wand.
Hazel.
But yeah, let us know in the chat if you prefer having the scoreboard on the screen or just us. I can adjust it accordingly. It would only be embarrassing, Tom, if you get beaten the seniors after having won the World Championship. That's what Jonathan Ward said.
No, I get that would be embarrassing. That would be humiliating. But I don't know. Like, I just think generally, any player who's at the Crucible, it's a bit weird for them to come back like a week later to play in a smaller tournament. It just seems a bit silly to me.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it's so close this year. You know, it starts on Wednesday. I think that's a bit. I think they'll struggle for viewership. I think if they'd left it a week, I think it would have done a lot better. Obviously, it's a lot to do with the Crucible schedule and that sort of thing. But
imagine they just rent it out and they get 2 weeks for the price of one. I think it's that simple. It's like a buy one get one free, and they do it and go, let's do that, and then they just get it for. Matt says, talking of his big one, I hope you've checked your emails. I'm not going to click whatever you've just linked to in that email. That sounds horrific.
Yeah, we're not. We're not going to be sort of doing the emails of Fangjing email today, but we will. I have seen it, Matt, and we will discuss it in tomorrow's pod when we round up the semi-finals after they're finished. Joe Everdell says, can you replace the scoreboard with that picture of Dennis from your recent pod? I mean, it can be arranged. It can be arranged. I think the scoreboard's a bit ahead of what we're commentating on, so I'm going to take the scoreboard off. But John looking pretty good here. We will see. We'll see how he gets on. Obviously, the blackout commission here, so he's going to have to keep coming up and down the table.
Wow, that's a good green there, Joe. I thought that was a very good shot.
Thanks, Tom.
Could you do that?
Stephen. Could I do that? I think I'd have played that a bit better, Tom, because he's not on anything here.
Oh,
I might have played it with a bit more pace if I knew I was going into the reds. So, yeah, he's put a little circle up there, Den. That's where he was aiming for, but it just slid a little bit too much right-hand side. So he's coming down the other end of the table now, looking at where he can leave the cue ball. So you'll hit the right-hand side of this red near the ball cushion, stun over the white towards the green pocket, red back up towards the pack. So here we go. Oh, he's playing it a little bit softer than I thought. It needs to run. Well, that's a mistake.
Yeah, you wouldn't catch the sorcerer out of South Shields doing that, would you, Joe?
No, you wouldn't. Yeah. Well, I can see why he didn't want to play it with more pace, but he's like, well, I will Shaun play it. It doesn't look like he's. Why he did take it on, but he missed it by a mile. Where's the cue ball going? Not quite. Oh, we've got Jonathan asking, will you be doing a daily roundup of the seniors, or is that asking a bit too much? Yes, we are not going to be doing that. We will do a review at the end of the tournament.
It is, yeah, I think it is a shame it's back-to-back, because if it was even a fortnight between it, I'd really enjoy watching the seniors. But genuinely, as a snooker fan, it just feels like it's a bit much to get pumped for it when you've just watched the big tournament. Like I always think it's like, you know, you've had a roast dinner and now someone's gone, do you want a McDonald's? And you go, no, I've just had a roast dinner.
I think now that they're doing it a bit more seriously, I think it was great before when Dennis and Cliff and John Parrott, Joe Johnson, you know, all of these great legends of the game were playing. I enjoyed watching that. I don't think I can be bothered watching a first round match between, you know, Andrew Norman and Gerard Green. But we will see. We will see. Tom Lewis says he's off. He's going betting £100 Higgins wins the world. So, I mean, that's a risky bet. a risky bet. But all the best, Tom. Lovely to hear from you. And John, meanwhile, back in amongst the balls. Tough little pot this, with the cue ball on the side cushion. He doesn't like it. Up and down off the shot. It's a test of his cueing this early on. Oh, nice pot. But he's lost the cue ball a bit. Nice little kiss on the pink. But how does he get on the next red?
What's this comment from Muff saying, "What's up with Tom? He's been on air 30 minutes and he's not crapped out on." I've not crapped on Judd because he's not in it, mate. Because he's not very good. I don't need to. I don't need to crap on Judd Trumpy. He's out. It doesn't matter.
Oh, this is brilliant because I think I'm more well known for my hate of Judd, but now because of your comments in last night's pod, you are now the ultimate Judd hater. I love it.
Unbelievable. It was.
Hey, I'll have you know, Tom represented Judd Trump at the Virtual World Championships.
And I did him proud by going out in the quarterfinals, which is about his level.
Cameron Starr, good to hear from you, fellow Snooker 19 favourite. Says, do you want Murphy to win, Joe? I think we both want Murphy to win. It would be lovely to see him to get another World Championship. We are a big fan of Murphy on this channel. But we'd be more than happy with John Higgins winning as well. I think we're in a bit of a position where it's nice to see all four of them win the title, which is a good place to be.
Yeah, I quite like all players who are left in it, really, because we'll either have a new first-time world champion. We'll have Higgins, who, it would be a great story, and he's not won it for ages, or Murphy, it's been even longer. So I think whoever wins, it'll be quite nice.
So John's got to work this out. He's got a red to the right corner pocket, then followed by the pink. And then
Muff's not happy because he's a real Bristolian. Why can't he just cheer on like Barry Pinches? Or is he from there? I don't know. Cheer him on.
No, I think he's from Norfolk, isn't he?
Is there anyone else from Bristol? Any other players? There must be some.
Judd Trumpy.
Judd Trumpy's not even got the accent.
Well, he's not. He doesn't even live in Bristol these days, does he?
No, he's gone to Dubai.
Hey, there we go. Cameron's from Bristol too. There you go.
Yes, Cameron. Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to read that out. In the hopes that maybe the BBC are watching this and put us in for the final session of the final on Monday. So that was a nicely controlled shot from John. Drop this red in. Now is it gonna? Yeah, it's just gone up for the blue this time. These reds are all covering each other, so he might need to. Well, you can see that red at the bottom of the four goes into the left corner pocket. So he'll just try and drop onto that. I meant the right corner. It's very confusing when you're looking at the wide shot.
There we go. People say Rob Milkins. Of course, he's from Bristol. There we are. He's the best player from Bristol, Rob Milkins.
Yeah. The angry farmer, Rob Milkins.
Isn't that David Gilbert?
Yeah, the milkman, Dave Gilbert.
Oh my god!
It was a deliberate gag. Yeah.
I like it. The milkman, Dave Gilbert.
The milkman, Dave Gilbert. Yeah,
that would make him an angry farmer, I suppose.
So 3 reds out in the opening air, 42 points ahead, 75 on the table. 2 reds, 2 colours, and Higgins will be back on terms. And this has been pretty much identical to the match with Murphy and Fan earlier in the tournament. That was very you win one, I'll win one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a few matches like this that have been very very back and forth. Very few matches that have seen one opponent really streak ahead, really, and it's been all the better watching it, really, because it's amazing that literally, every frame you feel is just a bit where Murphy might streak ahead, then Higgins comes back, and then Higgins wins one, and Murphy wins one. It's been incredible how close so much of this tournament has been.
Charlie Jones says, is the old bald man stripes or solids? Wrong cue, sport. He's certainly solid, and that's for sure.
I mean, to be fair, Charlie, it's good you've watched this one, because other matches have two old bald men. So, how would you tell them apart?
Indeed. So 55 points in front, just this red needed. Yeah, nicely played from John Higgins. A good response after that opening frame.
It's there, as Dennis would say.
It's there. Now, I don't know what break he's currently on here. Don't know if the ton is possible. Let's listen to Tatiana here.
Tatiana Williston, of course.
Well, I would have heard it if Tom had kept his mouth shut there, Oh, dear. No, I don't think he's on that red. He's just gone a little bit far. He's going to have to bend this slightly. And what is he, 62 in front? I don't think Shaun will come back to the table. 3 snookers needed. Be a bit hypocritical of Shaun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but that's why he definitely will come back to the table.
He's having a little look here. Ooh. I mean, maybe no, he can't get to the one just above the black, so yeah, just taking up to a minute on this. It's a tricky situation because John knows that Shaun will probably come back to the table, so he wants to pop one and keep him in his seat. Doesn't want to keep this frame going for another 10 minutes, but, well, what's he doing here? Well, I don't know what he's played there. Has he tried to put the pink safe?
What have you done, John? What was that?
I think, maybe he was trying to put the pink safe.
I guess the black is tied up a little bit as well, so maybe he's just trying to knock another colour, as you say, safe.
Yeah, obviously if Shaun could put 2 reds, 2 blacks, he could play the red right next to the black, and Snooker him problem with that. He needs blacks with that, so that's not going to work. And Shaun's just knocked the pink a bit more safe, so chance here for John to put this frame away. Yeah, nice pot. And that will be enough to secure this second frame of the evening. It's going to be 9-all. It's getting exciting, isn't it?
It is. It's getting very exciting. We have some comments here saying, Joe, which snooker venue would you love to experience? Mine would be the Tempodrome for the atmosphere. That's in Germany, isn't it?
I think for me it would be Ali Pali, because that's the one of the Triple Crown that I've not experienced just yet. Speaking of which, I have secured my tickets for next year, Tom. Middle Sunday once again, and I managed to get the final again in the Sunday night. So I will be there next year for the final as well. So
every year you're going to be
very
there, Joe.
exciting. Well, here's hoping. Yeah. John, one of the best doublers in the game, went for a cut there instead of the double. But we've got What a Pot from Margame in there. What a player. Tom and Joe, when do you pick out the winning entry for the Aramis 1G snooker ball set? Well, this is the first I've heard of this competition that we were running.
You can't just make up a competition and say, when are we going to let you win it?
But nice try, Charlie. He says from Michigan, USA. So yeah, it's amazing how worldwide this podcast has gone in this World Championship, and we really do appreciate everybody that has joined us for the journey on our daily podcast throughout the championship. Obviously, there won't be one in the morning. This is our sort of day 14 roundup. I don't know if you watched much of the snooker this morning, Tom. Did you with Higgins and Murphy?
No, I missed it. I was at work, sadly. Was it good?
Well, I was also at work, so I didn't see much of it. I just sort of...
Oh, we need to phone a friend and get them in to do this bit for us.
I saw that Higgins had took the lead, I think, and then Murphy had come back at the end, won the last 2 frames, I think. So, yeah, well played to John Higgins. Good frame for him there. And it's back to 9 frames apiece.
Yeah, I mean, incredible back and forth this. I have no idea, Joe, who's going to win. Do you know what? I've heard many commentators say this, so I'm going to say it. I think the next frame is a massive frame.
Yeah, it's a biggie. First player to get to 10. It is always, a nice psychological boost, but... yeah, it's not going to make much difference in the grand scheme of the match, but both players seem to be queuing all right. Not winning in one visit, but it's bubbling away slightly here.
Well, we got TIJ in the chat. He's watching the snooker. This is in the background, and he's also trying to play Cricket 26. I mean, that is a man who can multitask right there. That's impressive.
Well, Cricket 26, I mean, saying it needs an update, it's had about 47 updates, I think, that game since release. It's quite crazy. Funnily enough, I popped in MotoGP 26 into the old PS5 before. The last disc that I'd put into it was Cricket 26, so there you go. Little bit of all coming together. I mean, poor Stephen Hendry, he's in the studio tonight after having to endure that Mark Allen Wu Yiza session. He must be absolutely foaming at the mouth having to be in the studio tonight.
I mean, yeah, I would not want it. I'd be asking for the evening off if I was Stephen.
Yeah,
you wouldn't fancy it.
Speaking of evening off, we've got Joe Everdell saying to Tom, "What do you do for work?" You feel free to share if you want to share. You don't have to.
Well, at the moment, I work as a music technology teacher in a place for adult learners. That's what I will say. Can't say too much about it because reasons. You know what I mean? I don't want to share too much about it because it's generally...
Basically, he works for MI6, everybody.
I train up the agents. Do you know what I mean? I'm the one who trains James Bond. I'm currently training Joe. That's what the whole podcast is about. We're going to turn Joe into the new 007.
Yeah, I'm obviously a full-time teacher. I think most people know this. Not for adult learners, for teenage learners. So there you go. Toby said it's actually about 90 odd. There you go. Toby said, yeah, when we did our rant, and I've never played it again. That is actually correct, Toby. Another question before Shaun Murphy hopefully knocks us right in. How do you guys feel about long emails? I'm in the middle of sending an email about my visit to the Crucible. I'm only about halfway through, and the preview already doesn't fit on my phone screen. Send it away. Send it away. We will definitely read it out.
Yeah, the Fanjing emails section of the podcast is much like a snooker frame in that it can go as long as it needs to. So it's all good.
Indeed. The name's Mayhew, Tom Mayhew, absolutely. That John made a bit of a mess of that long red. It was John at the table, not Shaun, so a bit of a gaff there from me. But Shaun's knocked in that red. Now, tricky little black here, and he's going to have to nip this cue ball to get onto the red into the left corner. So this is quite a big shot here early in frame 19.
Oh, Jim, it's lovely to hear that this podcast is perfect for you. And yes, you're correct. I also do comedy for money, but that's not what I was doing earlier. Earlier, I was doing the new day job. But that's the thing, isn't it, Joe, about being I guess just a millennial, I think, or anyone who's kind of active online. You have so many plates you're spinning at once.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's funny, where I think lots of our sort of generation are seen as not being hard workers, but I think we like to be efficient with our work, but we do throw ourselves into a lot. There's been a hell of a lot late nights got into making this podcast. People at work think I am absolutely nuts for doing it. They're all right. They're all right, but we love it. We absolutely love it. We do it every year, and only a few days left, and a nice early night tonight, hopefully, Tom.
Yeah, as long as there's no more bloody 90-minute long frames, will be good, I think.
Yeah, Shaun Murphy looking okay here. It's gone a little bit awkward.
Wow,
nice,
Joe.
nice solid pot.
This is I was going to say all reds and blacks, but he's just played up for the blue. Never mind, Shaun. I was trying to build the tension after only 16 points, but he's ruined it. He's completely ruined it. It's fine.
Yes, our top referee, Tatiana Wollaston there, putting the blue on the spot. What a great job she did there. Oh, and there's John. He's looking a little bit concerned. He's looking very relaxed. Is he meditating over there? So, 23. The break goes on 2. There's at least 4 loose reds, maybe even 5, depending on whether that red in the pack just under the pink, maybe that goes to the left corner. Difficult to see from sort of TV cam view. Now, Tom, who would you say is the best in the world at using the rest? Is it Big Murph, or is it Kyron, or is it someone else?
Everyone seems to say Kyron, don't they? But I feel like Murphy's also very, very good at it. I mean, Jimmy White, of course, wasn't he known for being good at it once upon a time? Maybe not so much nowadays, but
he's good at having a rest, I think. But
Jimmy White is best at having a rest. That's correct.
Oh, that's a beautiful little cannon there from Shaun Murphy, and yeah, this is a great chance to go into the lead once again. It's as you say, Tom, a really topsy-turvy match.
Jim has said that long emails are Lei Pei Fan Zheng email. I mean, that's we're definitely going to trip up over that if we try and say it too many times.
The Lei Pei Fan Zheng email. Oh, look at this. Cameron Star super chat. Thank you very much. £2 super chat. You are both brilliant. Well, Cameron, we think you're brilliant as well. Thank you very much for that. It's been a very exciting time on the podcast recently. We have just gone monetized, haven't we? Gone over the 1,000 mark. Pretty much every podcast that we've been releasing has been that 1 of 10. If you're a creator, you know when it says 1 of 10 on the sort of YouTube homepage, you're doing well. Every podcast seems to be doing better than the last, and that's a lot down to you guys, creating that community and sharing it. I know so many people do share it into different, Facebook chats and with their friends, and we really appreciate it. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and it is nice to finally getting a little bit of money back from it. Nothing crazy, and it is definitely the stage where you go
after the hundreds we've spent on getting players to sing Snooker Loopy over the years.
Exactly, yeah. You go, oh, I've made a bit of money. Then you go, oh, I'll probably break even by 2029.
Yeah. I'm hoping to persuade Tom to get to the Crucible next year. He needs to go.
When are tickets, Joe? I want to come. When are you going? We should go together.
The priority window. If you signed up for the Murphy's missed the black. What's he done there?
Well, you can't miss a black off the pocket, Smurf. What was that?
Yeah, that wasn't great from the magician.
I think the wizard
took his
was
eye off the
cast.
pot there, was focusing on the little cannon on the pink.
Yeah.
And well, John gets another chance to dish up. Yeah, I think if you sign up for priority booking, I think the window opens on Sunday morning. So, yeah, I'm obviously going middle Sunday afternoon session. So
what, you've already got yours then?
Yeah. Yeah,
but it's not open yet.
I subscribed to WST Play, so I got extra priority access.
Look at Joe flashing the cash here. Unbelievable.
But I also thought it might be useful to have archive snooker matches and stuff in case we wanted to do any features, lights, camera, Jackson Page, and all of that, you know.
Jim says Smurf plus magician equals Gargamel. Absolutely, yes. I think Rob Walker's Gargamel of this situation, in my opinion.
Chance for Ding John Way Higgins here. Jonathan Moore, do you prefer the pocket camera angle away from the table in the one table setup or the close up when there are two tables? For me, it's too far away. Yeah, I agree. I think, but it only feels far away because you're so used to the two table setup. If you go from watching the Tour Championship to the World Championship back to back, it doesn't feel so bad. But you really notice how close the pocket view camera is in the two table setup, and then you get used to it for 2 weeks, and then they change it. Interestingly, talking of the Tour Championship, Tom, what we didn't realise is Zhao Xintong is also a victim of the Tour Championship curse. So we'll never know which curse it was that got him.
Yeah, he said too many curses at once. You know, well, we need someone to really sort of people to do it. So they do one thing, and then we can work out which curse it is. But with Xintong, yeah, I can't work it out, because now if someone else wins a Tour Championship and then wins the Worlds, is that because Xintong beat that curse even though he was beat by a different curse? It's very fascinating. I can't work out how many curses he's beat or how many have beat him.
Well, I think all the curses live is what we found out, Tom. All the curses live. Cameron Starr's also become a member to the channel as well. I don't even think we've set that up yet. I didn't know we'd set that up. So that's absolutely amazing. We will be sorting all of that. That is our big plan for the off season. We're going to try and sort the website out, all the memberships, get the little perks going. Because obviously we're coming up to episode 100. This isn't an official episode. So the semi-final roundup and final preview, that'll be episode 97. And then we're thinking about, depending on how late it goes, doing a live sort of roundup of the final on the Monday, because obviously Sunday I'm in Sheffield. That'll be episode 98. Our big World Championship review after that is going to be episode 99. So that leaves us for the big 100 straight after that, which could be the World Seniors roundup at this rate.
No, we can't do that.
Joe gets priority because he's about to get the platinum on Snooker 19. Well, I'm not going to spoil much, but if you've been watching the World Final videos, the first two sessions have not really gone to plan. So maybe let's hold off on that, Cameron. There's going to have to be another classic Captain Goodspeed comeback in that match. So, yeah. Oh, Joe Everdell has super chatted £2. Love the pod, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thank you, Joe. And thank you for all of your support across the channels as well.
Does this mean we're now professional commentators, Joe?
Oh, I think it does. Well, if we're anything like Stephen Hallworth's rise through the ranks, we'll be commentating on the World Final in 3 years.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'd like that.
Meanwhile, John Higgins moves on to 28. He's now just 16 points behind Shaun Murphy. Pink into the right corner. It's starting to get a little bit tricky now. He'd like to try and cannon that red on the right-hand side out, but it's not a nice angle, this. He could get a DDK off this red. Or is he going to just try and avoid it? No, he's played it, then, yeah. He got the DDK.
Dreaded double kiss.
This is a tricky little one into the right middle. I think John's going to play it. John's been quite attacking in this tournament. Overall.
He's licking his lips.
Yeah, you can see his little tongue there popping out.
Shows he's concentrating. Oh, Toby's asked, how much for Joe to do a full-length cover of Mexican Whistler?
Oh, he's missed the red. Tom doesn't know what the Mexican Whistler is.
I have no idea. I will if you do a cover of it, though, Joe, so that would help.
There you go. That'll do it. There you go. I don't know if you heard that, Toby, but there you go. You can have a little bit of Mexican Whistler there. One good long pot here from Shaun, and he's right back in. Oh, that's a cracker. Great long pot from Shaun. Just dragged that in. It was lovely.
Yeah, he's putting well in this tournament, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's got this thing where he stays down on the shot, and I remember Steve Davis doing that back in 2010 when he got to the quarterfinal, just staying on the shot that little bit longer, and I do think it is massively helping Shaun. Tricky little shot here though on the black to get onto this red. Needs the cue ball to run. No. I don't even know what I'd call that rendition. Thanks, Toby. How rude.
It was indescribable,
I thought it was pretty good,
Joe.
to be honest.
It was indescribable, mate. That's what he means, I'm sure.
Yeah. Not the best safety in the world from Shaun Murphy. Not a lot of pressure on John here. He'll play this red, bring it across. It could go towards that right corner pocket, but he could get this cue ball up towards the yellow here if he gets enough check on it. Let's see how he goes about it. Not quite. Good cue ball though.
Good safety.
This is one of those tricky situations for Shaun where there's the red on the left-hand side. If he plays thin off that, he risks a DDK. And this red near the top cushion, well, he's got to catch this right. Easy to hit this thick. And that's exactly what he does. And look at this. Where's that red going to finish?
He has made an absolute dog's bum of that, Joe.
Well, if John can pop this red into the right middle, what a chance he has. And I don't know what's happened to the scoreboard and everything. It seems to have been, seems to be glitching out on the BBC stream.
Well, we had lots of technical issues, haven't we, the last 24 hours?
That red just wriggled in.
No issue for Higgins there, though. You know, he managed to get away with it a little bit.
Now, can he drop this brown in? Well, it's a bit of a stretch. Let's see. He drop this brown in. He needs an angle on this red. It's no good being straight. Oh, yeah, brown's in. And he's got a bit of an angle on this red. He's going to have to force it. Probably play the brown into the middle.
Lucas Song says, where's the scoreboard gone? We don't know. We don't know.
I think that puts John 5 points behind, or 6 points behind. Oh, he's forced it. He's tried to come round for the green, and he's flicked the green. Oh, he's okay, but he can't get close to this yellow. He can't get close to it, so Yeah, he's coming around to have a look at where he wants to put the cue ball. The other issue he's got here is getting on that green. Yeah, he's okay here.
Good shot, good shot.
Just needs to get this cue ball round off 2 cushions for the green into its own pocket, maybe into the same pocket as the yellow. Just depends how he prefers going about it.
You can feel the tension here in the crucible, can't you?
No, he's missed it. Where's the yellow going? Oh, look where the cue ball's gone. That's unbelievable.
That is exceptionally lucky there for Mr. Higgins. I can't believe it. That is a...
Wow.
Oh, my word.
Wow. Goodness me. 8 points the difference. Shaun Murphy, 8 points ahead, but he's got to hit this, but it's not about hitting it. He's got to get it safe as well. He could go close to potting this, you know, Tom.
Yeah, he could. I mean, he did a shot like that earlier in the tournament where he managed to get out of snooker and pot it, and I think he ended up winning the frame. So he's had a bit of form for that. Yeah.
He was just pointing at the ball cushion here, so I think he's playing the 2 cushion escape and trying to send the white down the table. Oh, it's got in! Unbelievable! We called it. We called it. Now then, this green, brown, and blue required. What a huge frame this would be to win now for Shaun Murphy. And you called it before the frame even kicked off. You said it was going to be a biggie, Tom.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Oh, he's missed the green.
How has he missed that after? Unbelievable. There was 2 shots in a row. I would not have predicted that.
Wow. Wow.
Is that set up nicely for a big Hig double as well?
I think it might just be a little bit too close to the middle pocket for that shot, because he'd have to really hammer this. He is having a look at it, but he'd have to really hammer this for it to go into the middle. No, he's just played safe. That green in behind the black, cue ball in behind the brown. He's not played it very well, though. That's a bit of a let-off for Shaun. Easy safety now.
Ma commented earlier saying, did they have another power cut when the scoreboard disappeared? Dennis hasn't tripped on one of those tight sockets, has he?
I tell you what, those sockets are tight, Hazel.
And Kiorbat says, loving the commentary, guys. I don't have a TV or TV license, so I'm relying on you to talk me through it. Well, you're very welcome along, Kiorbat. We'll do our best to bring the snooker to you.
Meanwhile, Shaun's made a right mess of that, and he's left John.
Shaun has mucked up there massively.
In amongst the balls again. Now, one good positional shot from the Wizard of Wishaw here. Oh, he's just stunned it in, so bit surprised by that.
I'm very surprised by that.
He could play this with an element of safety. Go for the brown into the green pocket. Swing the white background towards the black. Will he do it? Well, he needs that cue ball to run. And it just about has. I don't think he played that exactly as that went.
He's a lucky boy there, Joe, I think. Very lucky.
Well, Shaun's going to go for a big swerve around the blue here. He's got to get it safe. He's hit the brown. Now, where's it going to finish? Oh, he's okay. This is a nasty little shot for John if he plays it, which I don't think he will.
That's Big Smurf with the big swerve there, Joe.
The swerve 360. Not the easiest safety, this, though. Unless he just pushes the brown to the right cushion and cue ball on the ball cushion. He's come back around. Well, this could be behind the black. What am I talking about? Oh, what a shot that is from John. Great shot.
What a shot.
What a shot that is. Waving his wand there. Now, I wish I could draw the line up for you guys, but I can't do that. Now, Shaun's been okay at getting out of snookers this tournament. I feel like he's improved that a little bit, but this is a stinker.
Yeah, it's a smelly one, isn't it? As JP would say.
Yeah, he's going to have to come round off 3 cushions. Side cushion, ball cushion, side cushion. Oh, no, he's... Well, apparently Dennis says he's playing 2 cushions. No, he was playing 3, Den. No, that's just missed.
Oh, where's the cue ball going? Oh.
Hmm.
And have another go, Joe. You can draw your line on the screen again if you like.
Well, that wasn't the line I would have went for, Tom. It's a 3 cushion escape. He nearly got it. He just needs to flick it on the way past. If he hits it full ball, it's frame over. So he needs to just flick this. There you go. That's more like it then. Here we go. This looks decent, but he hit it full ball, and no, John's got a chance here. So 3 points behind John. He needs the brown, blue, and pink to secure a very tense frame here. Oh, great shot.
Great shot there. Great shot.
Great shot from
Beautiful stuff.
John Higgins. Oh, can he? Yep, he can come round. That's nice.
This could be a classic Higgins. Well, classic Higgins dish here, Joe.
Well, they both had chances, but this pink to put John Higgins 1 in front. It's there, beautifully played from John Higgins. And he takes frame 19 and leads 10-9.
Well, there we go, Joe. There we are. I mean, Murphy, I think you're right, Colin. Murphy will be kicking himself because, yeah, he should have won that, really. Should have won that frame. I don't really know how he managed to lose it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was the black off the spot. They're just showing us the replay again. You can't, you know, we did say as soon as he missed it, that could come back to haunt him. And, well, it has definitely haunted him.
It certainly has. I've just had a little idea of how I can possibly get the scoreboard on the screen using the BBC stream that I'm watching. If I can just crop it so that it's that little bit. We had Seema on the screen for all of a minute there. And you can see her hands.
And Colin immediately said he loves Seema. Based off that 1 second, he went, yes, I love Seema.
Yes, good evening, Seema.
Good evening, Colin at home. Why do everyone stand up? Is it just to stretch their legs, like in between the frames?
Yeah. Definitely. It can get quite, you know, because you've got to stay so still. You can cramp up a bit. But yeah.
I'm surprised everyone stayed and watched that frame earlier for an hour 40
Well,
minutes.
I was saying there must have been people that were busting for the loo.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I'm surprised we didn't have any little accidents. Right, let's see. I'm going to try and get the scoreboard on the screen for people. John Higgins breaking off in frame 20. And I mean, Shaun, he'll be very disappointed, won't he? Because the frame was there for him. And he didn't make the most of it. So, right, here we go. Here's the scoreboard. So people can see that now, hopefully. I'll make it a bit bigger.
Another break off by Higgins where he has left Shaun a long pot here. Once again.
We know that the magician does like a good long pot, doesn't he? It's probably the best part of his game.
Oh.
Well, what a pot. What a pot from the magician there. Jonathan
Ward says, have you guys ever met up for a game of snooker? We have, yeah. We did meet up. We went to Hazel Grove Snooker Club and played some snooker.
Good evening, Hazel Grove. Good evening, everybody at home. There's a couple of videos of us doing it, isn't there?
Yeah.
I think they're on maybe your channel, but
I'm sure they're on a playlist somewhere on the podcast channel.
yeah.
I think it's called Other. It's some simple as that. They're in there somewhere.
Miscellaneous.
Oh, Cameron Starr says, favourite snooker match you've ever watched? His was Ding versus Ronnie, Welsh Open final, because he was there live. I mean, that would have been incredible.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I think the Higgins Williams final was a cracker. Yeah. It's a tough one. I mean, one of my favourite was probably Ronnie versus Ding in the Masters 2007. And actually, a frame that really sticks in the mind was Higgins versus Ronnie. There was a session where it was when the UK's was over 2 sessions. I think it must have been 2009, perhaps. The Pucker Pies one, and John was 8-2 up against Ronnie, and it was first to 9. Ronnie came all the way back to 8-all in that match. Knocked in a long red in the decider. I think he went into the pack at some point, knocked a red in, and John Higgins cleared up. Even though he'd lost the previous 6 frames, that's always a match that sticks in the memory for me.
That's a very good shout. Very good shout. I mean, mine would probably be. I think maybe as a kid was probably what any of the Masters finals that Paul Hunter won. I just thought he was very good, and it was. I remember I was a big fan of him, and it was a really sort of a incredible moment that this young player was coming through and was winning these majors. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt like he was the first, or one of the first proper youngsters to come through of probably my time watching snooker. So that was all really exciting. So those finals were very big for me, and they stick in the memory. But also, I mean, the Ronnie Judd final when Ronnie got number 7 was incredible to watch.
Yeah, I think because we probably expected Ronnie to get hammered in that final, and not on alcohol, So for Ronnie to really turn over Trump, that was a great performance from Ronnie, wasn't it? And yeah, meanwhile, Shaun in again first here in this frame, already on to 24. But he's got to keep that concentration all the way through because he's missed a couple tonight already. The first one didn't cost him the pink into the middle, but that black that he missed off the spot in the last frame, that certainly did. But yeah, let us know what your favourite matches are in the chat.
Yeah, we've got Ronnie versus Hendry Charity Challenge final in '97. Mark Allen versus Mark Selby, the match that lasted 14 weeks. 2006 Masters for me. Was supposed to be in bed for school, but I couldn't take my eyes off it. Typical Higgins dish in the decider against Ronnie. I mean, yeah. White versus Hendry, 17-18. Best ever match. Wrong winner. There we go, Joe. There we go. Oh, 1 second. I've just heard a knock on my door. God, Dennis doesn't get this.
So yeah, cue ball on that right-hand cushion. Shaun's got to be a little bit careful here. The 2013 World Final, Ronnie beating Barry Hawkins. That's a great one. Yeah. And we'll do a quiz Wakeling probably after this frame, and we'll see how things are going and whether we want to do any more tonight. But it's really been brilliant. I think Dennis was at the door there for Kia Bats. Tom's not unmuted himself yet, so he needs to do that.
I've just been brought a cup of tea by my producer.
I wish I had a producer. Hey.
Milk 2 sugars, please, producer. Thanks very much.
Milk and 2 sugars, please, if you're listening, Mr. Producer. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the sort of service you get at Tom's house. Not that I would know, but...
You're always welcome round, mate, if you're ever down south.
Well, yeah, anywhere south of Manchester is the south, most definitely. Since Manchester is the Midlands, but anyway, careful, Tom might be leaving the back door open.
Who's at the door? Was it Vicky?
Was it Vicky? I think the kettle's boiled. Brilliant, Toby. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was actually this tea was brought to me by Patsy Fagan.
Is that Patsy?
Oh no, it's not.
The things that happens on a 12/6. Meanwhile, Shaun Murphy doing very good things on a 12/6 at the moment. 54 the break moves on to. He's got at least 2 loose reds. That red on the right-hand side, a little bit tricky into that right middle. You wouldn't believe how difficult that red is. And those reds all around the black and pink might be covering each other, so he may have to play a little cannon here. But what he's got to do, as Colin Quish says, he's got to not miss a sitter here, because that's what he's been doing tonight so far. He needs 2 reds and a colour in the middle. So that's pink. Puts him 61 points in front, 67 on the table. So just that red on the left-hand side needed.
Yes, Toby. I will have a cucumber sandwich topped off with plenty of salad cream.
Oh, well, he is going for the tricky little red into the right middle. I'm quite surprised at that, because he's... Yeah. He only needs the red, so he can drop it in dead weight, but... Well, let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Frame ball coming up for the magician here. Yeah, well played.
What a session, or half a session of snooker this has been, Joe. Absolutely incredible. You know, one person throws a punch, the other one throws one back. Just astounding, really.
Yeah, all we've had missing is a century, and Shaun definitely got a chance to do that here. As I say, those 3 reds around the black. He needs to develop something around there.
Has there been less entries this World Championship? It feels like there has been to me.
I've not seen any stats on it, but here we go. He's got an angle here to go into these reds. Just a little flick. Yep, that's perfect.
Ooh,
he's
that's
okay.
Good. Well played.
And then a little screw shot with the rest. Get that cue ball out of there. Or you can stun onto the black and play a delicate little one. That's what he's tried, and it's gone wrong. He'll have to play the double here. Or go for the pink up into the yellow pocket.
It'd be some shot, Joe, if he pulls this off, wouldn't it?
Well, to get onto the red as well. Here we go. It's there, right in the heart of the pocket. What a shot that was.
Incredible.
Now then, can he trickle this red into the middle? Come on, Shaun. It's close, but it's not quite there.
No.
But that brilliant break of 82 gives Shaun Murphy the 20th frame. 10-all at the mid-session interval, Tom.
Yeah, now it's gone from best of 33, Joe, straight down to a best of 13. Absolutely bonkers, really.
Well, they might as well have just not bothered with the first 20 frames, and started now. What a pot that is. Well, there you go. I'll switch back to the normal view, if you like, because it is the mid-session interval now. So, I don't know, Tom, whether you fancy a bit of quiz wakeling, do you?
Shall I quiz you, Joe, because you quizzed me yesterday?
Oh, let's go for it. Here we go.
Okay.
So, quiz wakeling, that is our new feature on our podcast at the moment, with the official World Snooker Tour quiz book. Tom has, well, he's done pretty well so far, I would say. I've had a couple of stinkers, a couple of smelly ones, as JP would say. Let's try and get up the Quiz Wakeling leaderboard. So the way this works, each of the sections are split into reds and colours, and I'll pot a red, hopefully, then a colour, and so on and so on. And I get 3 misses, and, well, if we miss 3 times, then we concede the frame. So the leaderboard at the minute, Tom, you are leading the way on 34 points with your knowledge of nicknames. That was not used in the book. That was a ChatGPT and Joe Hannard made quiz. Ding Junhui, my knowledge on Ding Junhui was a lot better than we thought. I got 30 points on that. So that's the top score from the book so far. Other than that, your knowledge on Ronnie O'Sullivan at 23. So what are you going to quiz me on, Tom? I'm going to give you the quizer's privilege to decide what's going to happen here.
Well, Snooker Songs has said, can you do another round of potpourri? I think we won't, just because the way my brain works, I want to almost do every section before I repeat another one too much. So I want to try out all of them first to see how it goes.
God. So he's going to quiz me on the 1980s at this point, isn't he?
Is that what you want, Joe? Okay,
No.
Joe, if that's what you want, mate, fine, fair enough. Joe has requested the 1980s, page 175.
No, Tom, come on.
175, 1980s. I won't do that. We've got to be nice to Joe because he's, it's a mid-session interval. It's supposed to be a relaxing time for both the players and the commentators.
I've got to talk about me 7 World Championship wins on Snooker 19 or something, haven't I?
Well, shall we do, Joe? To be a bit nicer, and it's our era. It's 2000 to 2025. That seems fair enough, right?
Let's do it.
Okay,
let's do it. I will type it in. So this is episode 96.1 is what I'm calling this. So this is on the years 2000 to 2025. Take it away, Tom. And please get involved in the chat as well.
But don't.
But I haven't got the chat up, so I'm okay. not cheating.
That's fair. Okay, that's good to know. Right, Joe. The first ranking event in China was staged in the 2000s. True or false?
I know that there was some China Opens in the 90s. So, but I don't know if they were all ranking events. But I'm going to say false.
Correct. It was false. Well done,
Hey!
Joe. Well
There
done.
we go. 1.
Oh, Muff said true. Sorry, Muff. No.
Yeah, I believe there was some China Opens in the late 90s. I do probably think there was a ranked event in Hong Kong or in Thailand. Obviously, James Watson, you know. So yeah,
I mean, it's definitely true that the majority of them have obviously been 2000 onwards. So that is quite a tricky read, I think. But well done, Joe.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Let's go for a brown. Let's go for a brown.
Brown. Oh, what? Is this a brown? Bloody hell.
Oh, God.
What was the first ranking event of the 2000s?
Right, so it's going to be in like February time, isn't it? Well, the German Masters wasn't a thing back then. I feel like the LG Cup was at the start of the year. Let's go for the Welsh Open.
Where's he pulled that from? Correct.
There you go. It's Feb time, isn't it, for the Welsh Open? So there you go. 5.
Oh, there you go. Muff got that in the chat. Well done, Muff. Dan Darts, they got it as well. Yeah, congratulations. And
well done.
So your next red, Joe. Stephen Hendry did not win a ranking event in the 2000s.
That's false.
That is false. That is correct. There we go. Another red in it, straight in the heart of the pocket. Incredible stuff.
Yep, he's determined here.
All right, so what colour next, Joe? You're on 6 at the moment.
Let's go blue.
Blue. Oh, he's feeling confident about the 2000s. Who did Peter Ebdon beat 17-16 in the semi-finals of the 2002 World Championship?
That would be the Welsh Dragon, Matthew Stevens, Tom.
It's correct, yes. Incredible. 11. He's up to... I knew this was a blooming mistake.
It's all right, Tom. You'll get the 1980s next time.
No! God. Oh, dear. Ronnie O'Sullivan won the most World Championship titles between 2000 and 2025.
True.
Yes, that is correct. That's true, yes.
I had to think about that. That was, yeah, he's won 7 in that time, so he's won all of them in the 2000s, hasn't he? So
I guess because you think of him winning stuff, obviously, in the 90s.
Yeah,
you do kind of have to... Yeah, but yeah. It's true. Cool. What's that? Is that 12 you're on now?
12. Let's go for another
next?
blue.
Another blue. Blue heck. I don't like this. Which Scottish player won the 2002 LG Cup?
Oh, Chris Small.
Can I just check you've not got the book in front of you, Joe?
You know what, Tom? I will put the book over there.
How on earth did you get Chris Small?
It's one of those weird things. I think that's the only ranking event that he ever won. So
we've got 28 people watching. Only one of them's got Chris Small, Snooker Song somehow. How did you get Chris Maguire, people are saying? I thought you would have done that.
Nah. Maguire's first tournament was the UK Championship, 2004. So it's not going to be Higgins. Yeah. I'm going to keep my hands up here so that people know that I'm not cheating. I'm genuinely not. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Eyes up here, Joe, please. Eyes up here.
Eyes up here.
Kyron Wilson won his first ranking title in 2015.
That's true. Shanghai Masters.
That is true, yeah. Oh my God. 18.
18. Well, here we go.
And he's not even missed a ball yet.
Let's go for a blue again.
Oh, for God's sake.
Me luck's got to run out soon. I've been quite lucky so far.
Who won their third ranking title at the 2002 British Open?
God's sake. Third ranking title. 2002 British Open. Why is it all the early 2000s? Third ranking title. Who would have? I mean, it could be Crafty. Let's go Crafty. Crafty Chem.
No, afraid not. It was the Beckham of the Bays, Paul Hunter.
Well, yeah. That was probably my second choice.
But there we go. So that's the first miss for Joe.
Jaws are blue. Jaws are blue.
He's got 2 lives left. Barry Hawkins has appeared in all 3 Triple Crown finals in the 2000s.
Oh, now this is where we've got to think, when did this book come out? Because that is true now. Because obviously he was in the... I think this book came out before Barry played in the UK Championship final, but it is true now.
When did the book come out? I mean, yeah. How do we do this then? What are you saying then? I need a definitive answer either way. What is the book saying?
Well, the book's probably saying false, but the answer is true.
When the book's saying true.
Okay, well, yeah, that's true then.
But I'd argue that you said the book said false, so technically you were wrong.
Thanks, Tom. We're not having these arguments again after the Stan Moody debacle.
That's fine. I'll give you that, mate. I'll give you that. There we go.
Thank you. I did know the answer, didn't I? So that's what, 19 now, is it?
19.
Let's go for a green.
Green, okay. Who won the first World Championship title of the 2000s?
That'll be Mark Williams.
Correct, Mark Williams. Straight in. They didn't even think about that one.
22.
Running out of... This is the 6th red we're on here, Joe. John Parrott did not play at the Crucible in the 2000s.
That's false.
That is false, yeah. 23. What colour?
Let's go green again.
Do you know what? This is like vintage Ronnie, how quickly you're going through this break, mate. It's very impressive. Who won the first Masters title of the 2000s?
Oh, God. I have an awful feeling that Hunter won in 2001, 2 and 4. So that takes my guess of Paul Hunter out of the equation. Who won the Masters in 2000? It could have been Ronnie. He has won a lot of them. Yeah, it wasn't the year that Mark Williams won the Triple Crown in a year. So yeah, I'm gonna go Ronnie, but I'm not convinced.
No, it was Paul Hunter's good friend Matthew Stevens.
I would never have got that. Never.
I'd kind of forgotten he'd won it, to be honest.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But no, there we go.
It was a good year for the Welsh players then, wasn't it? 2000, winning the Masters and the World Championship.
Yeah, I wonder who won the UK that year. I don't really know who won the UK that year. We'll have
99. Yeah, not sure. Oh dear. So one more miss. What am I on? 24, is it? No, 23.
Yeah. Mark Williams, true or false? Mark Williams was the first member of the class of 92 to drop out of the top 16.
True.
That's correct. That's true.
About 2007, I think that happened. Okay, so 24. Do I just go for a black to try and break my Ding Junhui record? Let's go for it. Let's go for the black.
Ooh, wow, this is where it gets exciting, folks. Who made a 147 break at the Bahrain Championship in November 2008?
Christ. I remember Matthew Stevens got to the final of that tournament. I'm going to go Neil Robertson. I have a funny feeling it was the Aussie.
That's not correct, and I don't think anyone will get this in the chat because no, it wasn't Lee Walker. Snooker songs. I don't know how you've got that. I presume you have the book. It's Marcus Campbell.
I mean, come on, come off it. 24. I'll take that though. I will take that.
Very good score, Joe. Very good.
That was pretty good. Pretty good. Yes, thank you very much for that, Tom.
It's all right.
So, well, what's our plan? What is our plan? Are we doing any more commentary, or are we going to leave it there for one day?
Well, should we leave it there for one day?
I think it's been a fabulous stream. We will definitely do this again at some point.
Yeah.
But yes, at the risk that John Higgins may well pull out a Mark Allen frame at some point tonight, I think we might quit while we're ahead, while the snooker's been good, while the chat's been good. We've just finished with Quiz Wakeland there, but really, really enjoyed it. And thank you very much to everybody for joining us tonight. It's been it's been a blast, and we really hope that people have enjoyed sort of chatting along with us. This as well. I don't know if anybody beat my break there other than snooker songs. Tom will probably know better than me. But any final words before we head off the air?
But it was a lot of fun chatting to everybody at home. Thank you all for joining along, for people who did the super chats and became members. That's very kind of you, or just the people who joined in with our silly snooker nonsense. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we will be back on Sunday morning for our Crucible semi-final roundup, discussing who is in the final. Go on, Tom. Who's it going to be? Who's in the final?
I think Murphy against Wu.
Yes, I think the same. Let us know what you think down in the comment section, and enjoy the rest of the snooker tonight. We'll be back on Sunday morning with that, and we will see you then. Good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody at home.